Hello Aries, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the second half of September. I hope you guys are doing well. This is a general reading as always. It will not resonate with every single person. So please do take from this whatever makes sense for you, your life, your situation, and let the rest go. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box, and I'll include a link to all of the card decks and creators that you see here today, Aries. So let's dive right into this. We've got 3 decks that we're going to be using for the focus messages. The first is Issues by Fire Witch Tarot, and then we'll go ahead and grab a message from the Sacred Karmic Shadow Work Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. And the last deck is Divine Domestics, Soul Connections, Challenged Relationship Messages by Angelic Revelation 144. Okay, so let's start. Let's take a look and see the direction that this is going to go for you here today. So we're going to start off with Issues. Angels and Spirit Guides for Aries. For cross watchers and anyone else guided to tune into this reading, what is your first message regarding the issues here of your relationship? I'm being drawn to this card here. Too questionable. Questions everything and asks too many damn questions. So maybe Aries, the person that you're focused on here tends to have trust issues in the relationship. They're questioning your every move, every decision that you make, everything that you say, and that can be a tad bit annoying and irritating. So we'll see why that's popping up here. And, you know, for some of you guys, it might not even have anything to do with you. This could just be a part of their personality that they tend to question everything. But that doesn't make it any easier to deal with somebody like that, you know? All right, let's add to this. For Aries, this bonus reading. All right, let's grab this one. Narrow-minded. So not only do they ask a lot of questions, but they're also very narrow-minded. So what I'm kind of getting from this, Aries, is you answer their question, but because they're narrow-minded, they just have a particular vision in mind of what that answer should be, and maybe they're just not satisfied with whatever it is that you're telling them, and that can cause issues for sure. All right, so let's grab our third focus message here from the Divine Domestics deck. Too questionable and narrow-minded. All right, let's grab this card. You are my muse. If you only knew how much you have inspired me. Darling, you are my masterpiece. I wish I could let go of fear to tell you and show you how much you inspire me. So part of the issue for this person, Aries, is not only do they have insecurities and trust issues and they're narrow-minded, but they're also dealing with these particular fears that they have, and it's kind of in tune with their insecurities, whatever they are, you know. But at the same time, they're coming through here letting you know that you inspire them. All right, so how do they inspire you? And perhaps this person inspires you too. It's just that they might be a bit difficult to deal with at times, and that can create some challenges in a relationship. All right, so let's dig a little bit deeper here. This is the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aries, for this bonus reading, second half of September. Issues, shadows, and challenges. What's going on? Shattered, damaged, brokenhearted, and destroyed. It could have certainly shattered you and hurt you when you guys went into separation, but what I'm also feeling here, Aries, when it comes to the person you're focused on for this reading, is they're damaged. They were damaged and broken when you met them. Somebody hurt this person, and I've said this before in my other readings, people who are hurt tend to hurt people. Hurt people hurt people, you know? And then we have trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. So we have this energy, perhaps, with this person where they've gotten themselves trapped in their fears and their insecurities, just not being able to be open-minded. And so they've created this energy around themselves where they've kind of imprisoned themselves in this way of thinking. All of these things contributing to the reason why you guys went into separation or are just going through some of these challenges that are preventing you guys from just being happy together and just having a really good relationship. What I'm getting to from your person, Aries, is if they did feel trapped in the relationship with you, if they weren't satisfied, for example, with the answers to the questions that they were asking, and if they allowed all of their negative insecurities to cloud their judgment and the relationship, that contributed as well to them destroying the relationship between the two of you. But now we've got a confession, okay? An unexpected message. This energy of unveiling and justification from this card. So I wouldn't be surprised for those of you in separation, Aries, if you heard from this person. They want to reach out. You inspire them, that we do know. And perhaps what it is that they want to confess is that they were damaged and brokenhearted and destroyed before you guys even got into this relationship. And maybe that was a part of them that they did not disclose to you. You know, they could have been giving you attitude without any justification for those actions. And here you are just trying to figure this all out. But if they're not coming towards you with who they truly are on the surface, and you're trying to figure out who they are beneath all that, how are you supposed to know? So I have a feeling here that they have some regrets that they're dealing with. They regret perhaps how they treated you. And they're now ready to confess what's really in their heart for you. I'm feeling this here, Aries, for my masculines here. I feel this is masculine energy. If it's reversed for your situation, then by all means, take it that way. I'm just picking up intuitively here, Aries, that what's coming through here from what has presented itself so far is masculine energy. And this next card, I'm feeling feminine energy. Boundaries. No, drawing the line. So I do feel some of you, my feminines, you did draw the line. You did create boundaries for this person because they didn't treat you right. So maybe you said no. If they've, for example, reached out to you wanting a second chance, maybe you drew the line. You put up your walls. You put up these boundaries, letting them know it's like you had your chance. You know, we tried to work on these issues and you kept questioning me and you were never satisfied with what I told you. So now, here's this boundary. Enjoy. You know, sorry. And then we have deja vu, past life, karmic lessons, repeated patterns. So you guys could have connected in a past life. This is not the first lifetime that you have shared with one another. And it's one of those situations, guys, where there are lessons that need to be learned, karmic lessons that are attached to this experience. And it keeps repeating itself here because those lessons were not learned. And if that doesn't apply to you, Aries, perhaps it's your person that has to learn these lessons. And it's going to keep popping up for them until they do learn it. Especially if they were damaged and broken by somebody else that they were involved with. If they haven't taken the time to heal from that and learn the lessons attached to that experience, then it's going to be affecting future relationships that they get themselves in. And you're one of those relationships. Whether you choose to end it once and for all, that's totally up to you. Or are you willing to give this another chance? Totally your call. And then we've got influences coming through here. dark attachments and third parties. This as well could have contributed to the issues that they have gotten themselves involved with other people. Maybe, again, you were dealing with somebody who felt trapped and they felt the need to explore what else was out there. The whole grass is greener mentality. Got themselves involved in a third party, and you decided to draw the line and say, no, we're done. And maybe now they're coming towards you wanting to reach out. If they haven't done so yet, this is an unexpected message. It's going to come out of the blue. You're not expecting it. But it might surprise the hell out of you when it does happen. Okay, so let's add to this. This is the Pining Rose Twin Flame Ascension deck, Volume 2 by Calico Moon. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aries. What else do we need to know? Second half of September for this bonus reading. Shadows, yes. Right next to that is mourning. Okay, clearly this person has shadows. Aries, you know that. And in order for them to get out of these dark shadows, they have to do the shadow work. They need to be able to heal parts of themselves that are unhealthy, that have lessons to learn, tapped into emotional wounding, limiting beliefs that they have, if they tend to self-sabotage progress that they make, just toxic behaviors that they get themselves trapped in. You know, and when you guys went into separation, this is a card of mourning. You know, it felt perhaps for this person like a part of them just died. They went through this mourning phase where they felt this emptiness, perhaps like there was a void that was left behind because you were no longer a part of their life. You drew the line. Perhaps you've said no to this person as far as coming back together. Or maybe you just weren't ready at the time that they presented that to you, if that is the case for some of you. Now look at this. We've got beginnings, and it's falling right below confessions, that unexpected message. Perhaps what it is that ends up happening once they do come towards you with whatever this confession is and just opening up their heart to you. Perhaps you'll be in a place where you can take down these boundaries and these walls and be open to a fresh start. Let's see what else. What else, please, for Aries, angels and spirit guides? Okay, love ignites. So there's a chance, guys, to revive this, for love to come back, for love to be reignited in this partnership. And then we have subconscious falling right below deja vu. What I'm feeling from that, Aries, is when it comes to your person, maybe subconsciously they know. They know that they keep ignoring these karmic lessons that they need to face. They know that in the patterns that they've created for themselves, as far back as perhaps several lifetimes for some people, they know what it is that they need to do. But if they're not dealing with it and they keep seeing it happen, in the 3D world, maybe this person isn't facing it, but subconsciously, it's a whole different story. We have pull, okay? Followed by fifth dimension. Very interesting. So they still feel pulled towards you. They still feel magnetically drawn to you, Aries. Even though they got themselves involved with third parties, and you guys are at a distance from one another, they still feel your energies, and you guys are connecting in the fifth dimension that is presenting itself here. That's for some of you. Okay, so that's where you guys are at currently. So let's add some tarot to this. This is my new deck, the Tarot Teacher. And for those of you who are interested in learning how to read tarot for yourselves, I did create this as a learning tool. And it does have upright and reversed messages for each card. It makes it very easy to learn tarot. So if that's something you're interested in, I have provided the link to my deck shop down below. All right, Aries, so let's go. Let's see what else tarot can bring. What is it that you need to know here? Well, yeah, the Ten of Swords is a very painful ending. There's this element of betrayal, backstabbing. They ruined the partnership. It fell apart. So you guys severed ties. They could have also been playing the victim. But at the end of the day, with the Ten of Swords, there's this feeling of defeat. It's very heavy, very painful energy attached to this Ten of Swords. And for some of you, Aries, maybe you're dealing with an air sign here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We do have the Three of Pentacles, okay? So we've got Earth coming through as well, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. What's coming through here is, even though you guys had a painful ending, if you guys can work as a team together and collaborate and work together, truly, equal effort to be able to build upon this relationship, to repair what's broken in this partnership, then perhaps you guys can fix this. Perhaps you can fix this. But it takes two people, you know? You can't fix this on your own, Aries. They sure can't. You have to help each other. And if you guys are able to do that, then this is possible. And look at this. We've got the World coming through next. So it's a cycle that needs to complete. There is cycle completion here. One cycle that needs to close out is whatever toxic elements this person has gotten themselves trapped or entangled in. And if part of that cycle has to get rid of these third parties and dark attachments, then that's what needs to happen in order for you guys to open up a brand new cycle. The World is a beautiful energy. It's tapped into fulfillment, the possibilities of your relationship, that harmony can be restored once again, and making you guys whole as a connection can represent a successful conclusion here. So what once was a very painful ending can now move forward if you guys work together to have a successful conclusion to the past, to moving on from the past, healing from whatever happened that drove you guys apart. This is something that is giving you a new opportunity at love, a stronger foundation in the relationship. And my masculine's coming through as the Knight of Cups, somebody very romantic. This is someone who's very charming. It also represents a romantic proposal, perhaps. So my feminines, if this is something that you've been wanting from this relationship and from your masculine, perhaps it's on its way to you. Love still has the potential to blossom here between you and your person. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So we've got a couple of knights right next to each other. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who's very slow moving, okay? So that could be your person. Maybe they're just really slow to get things going in the relationship. And maybe in the past, as we have presented here, they ask too many questions and they're never satisfied, is what I get from that. They're never satisfied with what it is that the answers are to those questions. And they do tend to think very narrow-mindedly, and that creates a lot of challenge in a partnership. But this Knight of Pentacles is willing to put in the hard work to create change in this relationship. This Knight of Pentacles is someone who is loyal, okay? You dealt with somebody who wasn't loyal before. They got themselves into third-party situations. That's not someone who's loyal and true. But moving forward, I feel this masculine is ready to commit. It might take a little bit of time for them to get to that point if they're not there yet. But once they do make that decision to commit, that's it. You know, they're going to stick around and be loyal and true to you. And then we've got the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. So more water energy coming through here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So the Ace of Cups, beautiful energy, love, intimacy, compassion. It's a very deep connection between two people. It represents a new beginning, okay, giving you guys a brand new door to open when it comes to this relationship, and that the connection will ultimately improve and get better. This is also a card of self-love, being able to love yourself, being able to fill your own cup of love so that you will be ready to find love with your person. You both have to be focusing on yourselves, loving yourselves. so that when the opportunity presents itself for love to be reignited and have a new beginning, you'll be open and ready for that experience. Okay, so that's what's coming through from that. So let's add to this, Aries. Let's see what else is coming through here. We'll grab some messages from the Love Games deck by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and spirit guides for Aries, please. What else do we need to know when it comes to this connection? Despite the issues, shadows, and challenges, is there a chance you guys can overcome this? I feel that there is. Your person could also be very curious about you, where you're at in your life, where you're at in your thinking. But clearly, they want to come back. They want to return to you. They want to be a part of your life once again. Finding beauty is also coming through here. What I pick up from that too, Aries, is that they find you to be very attractive, very beautiful, not just on the outside, but the inside as well. And I'm also feeling, because we do have shadows that are reflected here, it's the ability to be able to see things from a more illuminated view, to find things in life that's coming from a place of beauty rather than something that repulses us or something that doesn't make us happy. We have coming alive also coming through, you know, and it's interesting. Remember, we have mourning, where somebody feels like a part of them died when you guys went into separation. Maybe you felt this too, Aries, but this relationship can come back to life. It can be reignited. The relationship with the two of you putting in the effort to make it work, I don't think it's done. And for some of you guys, this is young love. Some of you could have certainly known each other since you guys were young kids, or you grew up together, childhood sweethearts, and you might have even shared a past life together. And then we have blossoming. So beautiful. So this still has a chance to grow, Aries. From where you guys have been, you're being offered a new beginning, a brand new door to make this work once again. Give and take, yes, equal energy, equal desire from both of you. It's not going to work with this lopsided energy. You both have to put in the effort to make this work. And then you're being given a new road to travel. I love it. Because the old way of how you guys were going was not working. Something just wasn't adding up, you know, in the connection. And there were changes for sure that needed to happen here. So you're being directed onto a very different road for you guys to travel and work on this partnership. Okay, so let's add to this, Aries. Let's see what else needs to come through. So we're going to go ahead and grab some twin flame angel numbers. If you don't identify with a twin flame connection, you don't have to. You can label your connection any way you want, either a soulmate, twin flame, a soul connection, whatever it is. We're tapping into numbers and messages here. This is a deck by Mystic Moon, Aries. So let's go ahead and see what else the angels have to share with you at this time. What else needs to come through here? We have 1313. Earth angels are surrounding you as you face a challenging time in your connection. You know, obviously you're already facing this challenging time. You guys are going through it. And I feel that these earth angels could be family, could be friends that really have your back. They're there for you no matter what. And they're helping you through this journey. We also have 555. Your angels are with you during this time of change and transition. So you're not alone. You are not alone on this journey, Aries. You've got a great support system, not only from your earth angels here in your life, but also up above, the angels, your spirit guides, a higher power. You're being protected and looked after. What else, please, angels and spirit guides? 777. Honor your shadow self and let it reveal any hidden mysteries to you. A completion is near. Absolutely. And that has already presented itself here in this reading. Absolutely. You've got the World card, which is cycle completion right there. Honor your shadow self, because that's what's going to help you get the illumination that's needed to get you out of the shadows. So don't fight this completion. Allow it to happen. And if you don't relate to that, Aries, then perhaps it's your person that needs to allow that to happen. We also have 10-10. There is a divine plan in order. Let go of your need to know future events. So this is the universe's way of letting you know. It's like, just trust. Trust the journey that you're on. Know that there is this divine plan that's going on that's much bigger than you and your person. Let it go. Just allow life to unfold the way it is meant to. And it's all going to work out the best way that it's truly meant to for you and your person and the connection. Okay. All right, guys. So let's add to this with some messages from my Sugar and Spice Oracle. A little naughty, a little nice. Let's take a look and see what you get here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. What else do we need to know when it comes to this partnership? So this hasn't been an easy situation for you, Aries. You guys had a very painful ending here. But it looks to me like, with references to new beginnings, you can have a new opportunity at love with your person here, Aries. And if it's not with this person, Aries, then there could be new love as well that's coming in for you. That also is a part of the interpretation of the Ace of Cups. New relationships that are coming into your life. For Aries, please, angels and spirit guides. We have frosting. Oh, how the thought of you does things to me. The way you run your fingers through me excites me beyond words. The gentle heat from your warm tongue makes me melt. I love the feel of your smooth, creamy skin touching mine. You're my sweetest fantasy. So even though you guys are not together, they still fantasize about you, definitely sexually. Very exciting energy that's coming through here when it comes to this person. You also have Sage. I can't eat, I can't sleep. It's been a difficult journey, but I know it's time to let go. Time to heal from this heartbreak. Time to cleanse myself of the pain. Walking away from you was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, but it's time. It's time. And I know that some of you guys can relate to this. I feel you've already done this. You've already gone through this journey. Especially my feminines who had to put up these boundaries and say no, and you drew the line. You definitely experienced heartbreak. We already know that with that Ten of Swords because it's so incredibly painful. It is very painful what you've been through. Yep. You also have poppy seeds coming through. You're like a drug. I feel so high when I'm with you. I feel it in my bones. Your presence, your smile, your laughter, your beauty, the joy you bring. You make me better, happier, stronger. Without you, I'm going to need therapy because I can't function unless you're in my life. That's just their reality. They can't function without you being there, Aries. But I'm also feeling like they contributed to the challenges that brought you guys into separation and that brought you guys towards this painful ending. So they created this drama that ultimately led to the demise of the partnership. But yeah, that's where they're at. Okay, so let's grab some dialogue here. We'll start things off with the Divine Masculine. So this is my Thinking Man Oracle. This is volume 2. Let's grab some dialogue here from your masculine and let's take a look and see what this masculine needs to say here through this reading, for this bonus reading. Angels and spirit guides for Aries, for the Divine Masculine. What does this masculine want to say to the feminines here? The passion between us is electrifying. Let the sparks fly. The sparks are clearly still there. You know, we already pick up off of the passion that is here between the two of you. They still want you. You inspire them. And perhaps, Aries, they inspire you as well. I've always been really good at not catching feelings. Then you had to come in and make me fall in love with you. Damn. They weren't expecting you to come into their life. You know, they had their whole situation going on with third parties and were in toxic relationships maybe. And that's because they were damaged and brokenhearted before. And so they kind of got themselves into perhaps very unhealthy relationships. And then you came in, Aries, and they fell in love with you, but they were still broken. And so, unfortunately, it resulted in them hurting you. Because they were hurt, they ended up hurting you. But they're also coming through here, my feminines, letting you know from this masculine, you will always be my baby. You will always be my baby. Whether you guys ever get back together or not, this is how they feel. Next message, I've been keeping tabs on you. Are you keeping tabs on me? So they're checking you out from a distance, my feminines, possibly on social media, and they maybe have a bit of a suspicion here that you're keeping tabs on them too. And lastly, you make me happy. Okay? That's just the ultimate reality, that when you guys were together, you made them happy. You represent what was good in their life. And I kind of feel that they really messed things up here between the two of you. Okay, so let's add to this with some Divine Feminine dialogue. This is the Divine Feminine Confessions deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. So let's add to this, Aries. All right, feminines, what do you want to say here? What do you want to say to your masculine? I want to open up sexually with you. My past traumas make me hold back from really giving over every piece of me to you. I know you've felt something missing or wrong. Interesting. So for some of you guys, even though I've been mostly interpreting this to be mostly the feminine, the masculine who was damaged and brokenhearted, that could certainly be for some of my feminines too. But, you know, my feminines, you're coming through letting this masculine know you want to open up sexually with them and that there are past traumas. So I feel part of the issue here, Aries, is you both have shadow work that would actually benefit both of you. We also have some days are so bad and I get so mad at you. Yeah, when you have time to reflect on what happened when you guys went into separation, having to put up these boundaries, my feminines, and draw the line, yeah, it makes you really upset. Next message. I'm literally unable to feel attraction towards anyone but you. Even the famous people I used to gush over do nothing for me. I'm truly in love with you. All right. So feminines, if this is something that you can relate to, it's coming through here. Still in love with this masculine, despite the issues, despite the shadows, despite the challenges. Let's grab a couple more here. I hate this entire situation. I hate that you make me cry. I hate that I'm not good enough to say goodbye to. I hate that I love you. And I really feel here, my feminines, that a lot of these energies presenting itself could be past energies because it's already happened. And of course you're not happy. You're not together. You guys are going through some issues. And clearly this masculine made you cry, really upset you. And I'm also feeling for some of the masculines, they ended up just leaving without a proper goodbye here. But the thing is, feminines, you still love this masculine. This masculine has definitely captured your heart. One more. I will wait until you're ready to talk to me again. I'm not trying to push you or trap you. I care about what you want. Whoa. Sound familiar? So we have a masculine here who feels trapped. This could be past energies that he experienced in past relationships. And my feminines, you're basically coming through. It's like, look, I'm not here to trap you. I care about you. I want to just love you. So my feminines, some of you guys are just willing to wait to wait until this masculine is ready to come towards you. And there's nothing wrong with that. That actually might be a good thing. To just wait until this masculine is ready to be more open and to communicate where they're at, you know? So that might actually be a blessing for this connection. All right, guys, so that's what's coming through from the dialogue decks. Let's go ahead and grab some additional insight from my Heart and Soul deck, Heart and Soul Love Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. What else do we need to know here when it comes to this connection and the issues and challenges that you guys have faced? Look at this. We have love dance. There's no one else on this planet I'd want to go through this dance of life with. You are my other half, my best friend, my lover, my plus one, my person, my soulmate. Let's dance this dance together for the rest of our days. Love dance. That's so beautiful. And some of you guys might even enjoy dancing. That might be something that you guys really enjoyed when you were together. So with a reconnection here, Aries, I really feel you guys can make this work. And then we have joy coming through. Okay? It really was love at first sight the moment I saw you. From that first glance that I knew was meant for only me, the brush of your hand against mine, your heartwarming smile, and everything about you that brings me joy beyond measure. Thank you for choosing me for life. Okay? So, again, you make me happy. This card is all about the joy that you find in each other and wanting to be able to, first of all, fix what's broken and being able to choose happiness and joy for this connection so you can build upon where you guys have been, move forward from that, and hopefully find a stable future together where you can enjoy the utmost happiness in this partnership. Now, some of you guys are moving on, and that's okay. That's something that you have to honor for yourself. If that's where you're at, honor it. You know, that's your reality. So this card reads, I've had so much to think about lately, where I've been, where I am, and where I want to be. I know the road I've traveled. It hasn't been easy, but it hasn't broken me. I never thought I'd be traveling this road without you. It was always you and I. If our paths are meant to cross again, we will. For now, I have to move on. Okay? So I feel this for my feminine, some of you guys needing to move on and detach because this masculine still has work to do to get rid of these karmic lessons and repeated patterns to end that cycle. And lastly, we've got steps. I've been hurt so many times by people, by love, by hopes and dreams that never came to be. I could stay where I'm comfortable, confined within my own walls, so I'll never hurt again, or I can hand it over to a higher power, to the universe, to guide me to my next chapter. Baby steps. How perfect is this, considering we have boundaries, someone who drew the line, and I feel this more so for my feminines. So part of your healing journey is simply to take those baby steps to allow the universe to put you onto a path that you're meant to travel. Beautiful messages there. And lessons that need to be learned. That is for sure. All right, guys. So it's getting dark here in my office. I'm going to turn on my lamp here. It's better. All right, so let's close this out, Aries, with some final messages of guidance and healing from the angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. What else do we need to know? Some final thoughts. Wow, you've got miracles. Miracles are on their way to you. So even if things seem a bit impossible between you and your person right now, with miracles coming your way, Aries, you might just have a saving grace here in regard to this situation to help you guys through this. Celebration, happy times ahead, a cause for celebration in the future. That looks pretty positive to me, Aries, as far as moving on from this painful ending that you guys have endured. There is this need for forgiveness for sure. That's a part of the healing that you both need to implement in your own lives as well as together. And look at this, we've got the soulmate card that's coming through. Some of you guys could certainly identify with a soulmate connection between you and this person. And lastly, balance. This is what's needed between the two of you, is balance. Equal give and take in the partnership. Healing. Moving on from the past. Closing one door, one cycle, allowing that to come to an end. Opening up a new opportunity, a new door, a new cycle. Okay, so this is a part of your journey here, Aries, when it comes to this person. There's still a chance to make this work. You make them happy. They make you happy. Yes, you guys have been through some tough times, but with a miracle that's on your side, you guys can make this work. Okay, so that's what I've got for you this time around, guys. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. And that is all for now. I will see you guys real soon. Take care.